he's got a lot of competition experience.
I do a lot of striking, kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing, combined with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling.
You're going to have to feel him out because it sounds like he's got decent stand-up. His ground's pretty good.
And I think the U.S. team is going to be well prepared, and I think we're ready for anything they bring to us.
So he's actually, had to apply the stuff that he's learned. Where a lot of guys are just like, well, in theory, this is going to work. In theory, if I hit you like this, you're going to get knocked out. He's actually applied it, so I respect that.
Once again, Sean and Joe back in the Team USA dressing room. I'm standing next to Jon Fitch, a Purdue wrestling coach and wrestler. John, how you feeling right now?
Pretty good. I feel really good. After weigh-ins, got rehydrated, so I'm feeling back to normal, feeling ready to go.
I understand you had to lose 20 pounds to make weight for this fight.
Yeah, I generally walk around about 190 pounds, so the last couple days was about 12 to 15 pounds I had to lose, but put it all back on, I feel great.
Now, losing that much weight and putting it back on, do you feel that's going to affect your conditioning in any way if this fight has to go later on?
No, my conditioning is top-notch. It's not going to be a problem. If anything, it's going to affect my opponent having to carry the extra weight.
Fair enough. Thank you very much, man. Best of luck.
And he comes from a wrestling background, but that doesn't mean that he won't strike, because he's been training with American Kickboxing Academy in San Jose, California. Jeff Joslin is a Canadian martial artist who comes from a family of martial artists. And speaking of Canadian martial artists, who do we have joining us at ringside but the legend himself, one of the greatest kickboxers of all time. I'm talking about the Iceman, Jon Fitch. Welcome, champ.
Thank you very much. Nice being here, guys.
Jeff, we're moments away from walking into the ring. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling excellent, feeling strong, ready to fight.
Your opponent, Jon Fitch, is an extremely tough guy, Purdue wrestler, good hands. What are you bringing into this fight that he's going to have to worry about?
I'm bringing everything, I'm bringing striking, bringing grappling, bringing jiu-jitsu, just bringing all the elements that I need to win the fight, and I think, he better be ready to handle it.
Jeff, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
How is he going to be able to deal with the wrestling of a guy like Jon Fitch?
Well, he's been doing a stand-up for a while. He's got pretty good footwork, and he does have a good background in jiu-jitsu.
So, Iceman, what do you expect to see from Joslin?
Well, I think he's going to try and stay standing, throw some punches. I understand that Fitch has been working on his stand-up. He may provide some resistance.
So we could see a bit of a brawl here.
I think we're going to see some swingers.
Some strikers, let's put it that way.
Well, strikers got to swing.
There you go.
The blow's got to come from somewhere, as we are certainly loving the fact that we have Jon Fitch, the legendary kickboxer around the world and certainly across Canada and Quebec, so well known and certainly the best known of any Canadian fighter ever. And I got to say, I broadcast your last fight, so it's great to see you looking exactly the same weight I'm sure you were back then.
Here we go. Round number one, left inside low kick by Fitch, misses. He goes again with that weapon, and Joslin answers with a right hand. Oh, good right low kick by Fitch. Eats a right hand.
Joslin came over the right low kick with a good right to the jaw.
And there we go with a takedown attempt, and look at that takedown defense by Joslin.
Good footwork on his part.
You were right, Jon Fitch. Now, one of your trademark weapons is the left hook. I'm thinking we're going to see that in bunches from Joslin tonight.
As long as he stays away from Fitch, I think he's got a chance of hitting him and coming in.
Joslin stepping back, Fitch falling back. Fitch answers with a right hand.
Took a good punch there, Jeff did.
Yes, he did. Another right hand.
Oh, there's the left hook. There's the left hook.
And we got a trip takedown with Jeff Joslin on top in the guard of Jon Fitch. What a turn of events where the martial artist took the wrestler down.
Absolutely. And like I said, Jeff has been doing some jiu-jitsu. He's been doing some groundwork, and I think he's comfortable there. He's going to look for some submission. Probably a couple of strikes before.
Jon Fitch is dangerous from his back and does have some credentials. Eats a little right hand there because he's won a few grappling tournaments. So he knows how to submit people. He knows how to work from his back. But as we talked about before, Joslin is no stranger to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or working in the top position, the guard. I don't think that Joslin is going to try and pass the guard. I think he's going to try and ground and pound from this position like that.
Exactly. Couple of strikes before maybe trying a strangulation or something, or submission hold.
Little blood from the left eye of Jon Fitch. Working from the bottom now.
Fitch opening that guard up and closing it again. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a restart unless they get busy. Okay, Joslin stepping up. Looked like he might be going for a leg. Yeah, he was going to think about that leg, but you got to watch out for the up kick here. If I were to, oh, good right hand.
That one went through. Oh, he took a really good kick.
Like you say, you got to worry about that, and he took a kick to the head, but still, Joslin is the aggressor.
He's a tough kid, and he's been around this business for a while.
Jean-Yves landed a big blow and then received one.
Absolutely. Like those up kicks are dangerous. You could catch him right under the chin.
I've seen knockouts happen. Renzo Gracie knocked out Oleg Tatarov in a spectacular match years ago. He knocked him completely unconscious. It's the heel of the foot that you want to land to the jaw or the side of the head of the opponent.
And this is what makes mixed martial arts special, is that one guy can dominate another guy, but it's unlike boxing where the fight can turn just like that. And that's the end of round number 1, Joslin and Fitch.
Okay, now Fitch turtling up now, knowing he can be kneed to the top of the head. Fitch driving in. Look at that sprawl, though, by Joslin to defend the takedown. Fitch working, using a lot of energy to try and pick that leg and try and get the takedown.
That's it.
And he almost went into a guillotine choke, standing back up. Jon Fitch returns the fight to standing. Wants to get his takedown. Roundhouse kick by Fitch, and they break.
Very good aggressive fight.
Both these guys, oh, good left hooks by both guys.
There's what Joslin is trying to throw. He's trying to throw some punches from outside.
What a match so far. Double underhook position by Joslin, trying to take Fitch down again. Joslin chopping away with a knee to the leg. I'm thinking we're going to see a restart by the referee if this stays here too much longer. They're kind of locked up. Joslin chopping away with a hook to the midsection.
Those liver punches, I'll tell you, they don't forgive.
No, they don't. And you know that all so well, Joslin.
It's 3 5-minute rounds. Time winding down in round number 1. Both men have thrown the left hook and landed the left hook.
A right low kick by Fitch once again. Fitch being scrappy at standing. Oh, good right hand! Good right hand by Fitch! Joslin is in trouble. Joslin in big trouble on the bottom. Fitch trying to close the show here.
Joslin just trying to, I thought their heads collided as well on the way down. And that's it.
That's the end of the round.
The end of round number 1.
That was a big finish by Jon Fitch.
That was a big finish indeed. And
oh, and there's a cut on top of the nose here.
yeah, Joslin controlled the action on the mat, but it was Fitch who used his scrappy style to blast that right hand at the end of the round and to drop Joslin onto his back.
Here's the Budweiser replay. I'm Showdown Joe. Well, there's an absolute fire in the eyes of Jeff Joslin. He is throwing these punches with pinpoint precision here. Anything Fitch does, Joslin's got an answer, as you can see here with a beautiful takedown. The fight gets down on the ground, but then it stands back up with Fitch basically throwing some punches, and then when it does go back down, he answers with an up kick, but Jeff does clear the legs. Here's the moment of controversy here. It wasn't a punch, but in fact it was a headbutt that knocks down Jeff Joslin. A momentary knockout here, but he wakes up when Fitch comes back down to the ground here. Back to you guys.
Round number 2. Jon Fitch, Jeff Joslin, Canada versus the United States, and another peek by the doctor.
I think Fitch is going to try and jump on him.
What surprised me is how formidable Jon Fitch was in the standing portion of the fight.
The word was that he worked on his striking.
And that word was correct. It's that left inside low kick that he sets the punch up with. A lot of times fighters will throw that left inside low kick and drop the right hand directly after it. There's the left hook by Fitch. Over the top, grazes.
And Jeff is trying to work from the outside, some long punches. Got to set some stuff up.
which is what he's trying to do. He's throwing his punches in combination. Jeff Joslin.
Joslin eating another right hand. He's got to figure out a remedy. I would say the left hook is a good remedy for the right hand.
Absolutely. A little step back and throw the left hook right over the top.
Maybe take a little coming in short with that right hand. Oh, there's that left hook again by Jon Fitch.
I don't know that Jeff is completely recovered from the last section of the first round.
And he's eating those low kicks again.
Good left hook that time by Joslin. Joslin, good kick.
I think Jeff is at a disadvantage staying on the outside like this. I think he's got to be in the inside or take this fight to the ground.
They're matching punch for punch. Jon Fitch is doing pretty good here. Got to put things together. The one punch is not going to do it.
I like the way that Jon Fitch rolls when a punching exchange comes. He moves his head side to side.
He's got good eyes, absolutely.
Yes, he does.
There's a slip.
I think that Fitch may have practiced a good deal of his career using wrestling shoes because he slipped a lot, and they don't allow shoes in this. And some of the fighters said, well, I can't wear shoes. I think he may be, coming from a wrestling background, in wrestling you wear shoes. And we've seen Fitch. Now look, Joslin going for a guillotine choke here. He doesn't have it, but he's going to try for it. He doesn't have him in trouble. And Fitch working and getting the takedown. Joslin on his back, half guard. He's actually half butterfly guard.
There's a lot of blood coming from Jeff's face.
Mainly under the nose at this current time. So it won't be a factor because, as you know, that if you get cut directly over the eye, the referee or the doctor has to really think about stopping the fight, actually. It looks like we're going to have a restart. Kind of a quick restart. It looked like Fitch wasn't too happy with that call.
What does Joslin need to do to grab this fight back?
Oh, well, a spinning back kick, if it landed correctly, might be the answer. But I believe that he needs to get on the inside.
Try to shoot down for the legs.
Yeah, I think he needs to work the inside and then go for the takedown.
There you go, there you go.
That's it. That's it. He got a couple good shots in there. Joslin trying the trip takedown, the ropes preventing it. Okay, we're seeing the chopping action of the knees to the legs by both men. Charlie Horse City, we're talking about tomorrow. Anybody that's eaten a knee to the thigh like that knows it doesn't hurt immediately maybe, but tomorrow.
The next couple of days.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, and Jeff is trying to sneak in some body shots there, some liver punches.
Both men still strong in this second torrid round of this three-round fight.
Oh, the right and the left landed from Jon Fitch.
Are you surprised that Jeff is keeping that left hand low and he still keeps getting hit with that right hand?
I don't know that he respects Jon Fitch's punching at this point, because those punches come back really, really low and Fitch is able to come back over.
I think that Joslin has to get busy with combinations here.
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, one punch doesn't work. There you go.
Good right hand there. Good right hand. Looks like we got a mouthpiece. Got a mouthpiece that came out.
And a little swelling now under the eye of Jon Fitch.
Yeah.
This is a brutal fight. There's a lot of contact to the face at this point.
Yeah. We got quite a bit of swelling under the right eye of Jeff Joslin as he goes and gets the mouthpiece once again.
And the left eye ain't looking that good either.
Whose mouthpiece is it? I guess the mouthpiece came from heaven. We don't know where it came from. It was actually Jon Fitch's mouthpiece. We thought, and Joslin said, hey, it ain't my mouthpiece.
I'm surprised you didn't look at me. I'm not used to being around a fight, so I'm wearing the full gear, even ringside.
Michael Landsberg has spit out his mouthpiece.
What a fight. Second round, Fitch and Joslin.
And Jean-Yves, you got to like that jab that Joslin is going through. I think that's going to be the key.
Oh!
There, that's a good counter kick.
Yeah.
But you notice that he's on his feet a lot. He's moving around. He's staying away from Jon Fitch.
Yeah. But Fitch has tried to land the big kick, and twice he slipped.
There's a good punch.
Yeah.
Top of the head.
One thing that I see both guys doing, and I don't know that it's the best strategy, they're single shotting here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. There's no setup.
Yeah, because I think the jab is a good setup for Joslin. And there's a combination.
There you go. There you go. Exactly right.
It's a good combination and good takedown defense, but he gives up the takedown. Jon Fitch gets him at the end of round 2.
Another really very good round, very solid round for these two young fighters.
Well, it's quite obvious here that Jeff Joslin is still feeling the effects of that headbutt. He's unable to get anything off. He does land a nice spinning kick here, but it's just pretty bad the way he's looking right now. But he's fighting as best as he can. All that blood coming out of his nose, and Fitch is definitely working it to try and get maximum. But for some reason, he spits out his mouthpiece. Obviously could have been that pressure from Jeff Joslin. The ref is actually confused here, wondering whose mouthpiece it is. All I see is Fitch trying to buy some time here, guys. I don't know. Back to you guys.
Quebec, Canada versus the United States. This is round number 3 in a wildly entertaining and violent fight. Jon Fitch, the American, waiting in his corner. Jeff Joslin, the Canadian, having his face examined. The referee and the doctor. Apparently he's okay to continue.
Well, one word could sum the first 2 rounds of this fight up, and that's war, and they did go to war. First round was pretty much ground and pound. Second round, a lot of trading. Now they're tentative. I think that Joslin is going to learn from that last flurry and to use more combinations on you.
Exactly, he's got to put together that, just like that. Nice uppercut to open the series. Came back with a hook.
And we get the shot by Fitch and the sprawl by Joslin, and Fitch drives in using his wrestling. Is he going to get it? And Joslin has defended the takedown brilliantly.
Excellent, still up. Good work. Trying combinations, going to try some combinations again. I think that uppercut worked for him, now he's going to go with it.
I think that Fitch wants out of the stand-up exchange. Fitch, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I think they've got an injury. Okay, we're gonna have a timeout here.
Now, is he allowed to take a timeout?
I don't know what the problem is.
He's claiming an injury. I think that the rules do not permit this.
No, I don't know what the problem is. Maybe if he got thumbed, okay, he's bleeding, he stays out of the mouth. To me, it should be, they got to rule this. I mean, he's bleeding out the mouth. It doesn't affect his vision.
The fact that he stopped on his own, I think he's kind of conceding the victory here.
Yeah, I mean, the referee has to make a decision here because if Fitch wants
fast,
out,
of course.
He has to make a decision. The referee, if Fitch wants out, they should rule it a TKO.
Exactly.
Because this should be a standing 8 count or a 10 count here. I don't know what the delay is. But it clearly shows the advantage that Jeff Joslin, in momentary trouble in that first round, has seized this fight and seized the confidence factor in spades.
I think that Jon Fitch was able to take the rhythm away with this stall tactic.
Have you ever seen that before where a guy takes a timeout?
No.
There's no such thing as a timeout.
Oh, that's what he did.
I don't understand why they allowed this. But what I would do if I were Joslin is go back to the punching combinations that worked so well in the last couple minutes, second round and the early part of this round of this fight. He's hunting him now. Fitch is being hunted by Joslin. Left roundhouse kick partially blocked by Fitch. Fitch waiting to load up on that right hand. Fitch diving for the takedown. Joslin defending, sprawling. Beautiful takedown defense by Joslin. If you want to know how to fight a wrestler, watch this fight. I think Joslin should throw a low kick right here. A right low kick would drop the hands of Fitch and open him up for punch combinations. But right now he's trying to pick punches. Okay, Fitch looks like he's ready to. He doesn't look too confident. All he is, he's refused to diving in for takedowns, which have not been successful thus far in this round. Fitch pulling to his back. Joslin has to be careful. Joslin in complete control at this moment in round number 3.
But if it goes to the judges' scorecards, first 2 rounds were very close.
Absolutely, I'm wondering what they're going to do with that stoppage, that stall tactic.
Yeah, that's got to count. Well, it's got to count against him, and I don't know what the judging. Okay, we got the side mount position.
I think that fight's going to close soon.
We got side mount by Jeff Joslin. And Fitch seems to be in a world of trouble, but it seems to me that Jeff wants to get this fight back to standing. That's where he did most of his damage. And here we go, they are back to standing. If I were Jeff, I would back away and make him stand back up rather than falling back into his guard. Fitch is in a world of hurt here outside of the ropes. Fitch hanging on. Still got a little bit of fight left in him. He's not completely out of this fight. But he's taking a shellacking. A lot of body punches. Got half guard position. I think he wants to for sure hold the man from Canada down and ride the rest of this round out.
3 5-minute rounds, the first 2 rounds, very close, maybe too close to call, but the third round dominated by the Canadian Jeff Joslin. And in a very unusual moment, Fitch asked the referee and got a timeout.
Yeah, that's highly unusual. But I think the referee should restart it because they're not doing anything that's going to damage the other person. They're holding it. There we go.
And you say this is for Joslin's advantage, right?
Absolutely. Because look at Fitch, he can barely get up. If I were Joslin, I would take a page out of the playbook of Vanderlei Silva and charge him for the blitz. Like
Go for it.
Exactly.
Go hard on him now. Finish it hard.
Joslin should pop that jab.
The crowd chanting his name, Joslin. His face battered, bloody, bruised. But right now, that's the look of the winner.
Absolutely.
He's stalking good footwork, got out of the way, made Jon Fitch miss. That's discouraging. We don't have much energy left and you throw and miss. It's very discouraging.
Still a little bounce in the feet of Jeff Joslin. This has been a war, a battle that has gone on through 3 rounds.
Fitch swinging wild, Joslin conserving his energy, Joslin getting ready for that one last little burst. Will we see it? I'm thinking he's not going to be able to take out Fitch with a knockout because Fitch has got a good chin. Fitch is with, oh, good left hand by Joslin. Joslin stalking, chopping away with single shots. Should really go back to the combinations that got him. Okay, there we go. He's got him up against the ropes. Fitch trying to get out of trouble with an occasional
There's a good body punch. That's it. Coming back with combinations. Good move. He's running away.
And
Fitch got him.
Fitch gets the takedown.
That's it.
Good fight.
What a fight. What a fight. High drama here.
Two very good warriors. Congratulations, gentlemen.
15 minutes that seem like an hour.
I'm sure that both these gentlemen are going to sleep well tonight. And I think that ice packs are in their immediate future.
The next couple of days, yeah.
You want to be a fighter? Look at the face of Jeff Joslin. This is what it takes to last 3 rounds, 5 minutes each in mixed martial arts.
Well, Jeff Joslin obviously woke up here stalking Jon Fitch into the corner, throwing lefts and rights. It was deja vu all round as he kept putting Fitch into the corner, and every time Fitch tried to shoot, he would sprawl, almost slamming Fitch's head into the ground. And then once again, controversy here. I have never ever seen a fighter call his own timeout here, and the ref for some odd reason says, hey, timeout, what seems to be the issue? Last time I checked, if the fight needs to be stopped, it's over. I thought it was over here until I saw the ref send Joslin to that corner.
Mesdames et messieurs, voici maintenant la décision des juges. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the judge's decision. Le juge Chartier, Judge Chartier, scores this fight 29-28, Joslin. Juge Descaroufel scored this fight 29-28, Fish. And Juge Paquette scores this fight 29-28. And winner by split decision, Jon Fitch.
Oh, that's a big surprise.
I think that knockdown in the first round counted for a lot more than we thought.
Hi, this is Erin Tohiller. We're at Freedom Fight 2005, and I'm speaking to Jon Fitch. You had a war with Joslin. Now, I'm neutral, but the crowd didn't seem to like the decision.
We're
what
Canada, of course.
Right, of course.
The crowd's going to want to go with Joslin, the Canadian.
I feel I won the first round with the knockdown. The second round was close. I think I squeaked it out. And then the third round was fairly even, but he didn't do enough work to take a win out of the fight.
Well, looking at both of your guys' backgrounds, you're both primarily, you're an awesome wrestler. He's great at jiu-jitsu. I expected to see most of the fight on the ground, and you guys had a war. So.
War, yeah. I think we probably surprised a lot of people. Were probably expecting me to take the guy down. A lot of people were expecting me to take him down and do the ground and pound, but I've been doing a lot of stand-up. My jiu-jitsu, I'm a purple belt now. I'm doing a lot of jiu-jitsu. Well-rounded fighter. This is just an example where the sport's going. There's no more guys that are based in one traditional workout, one style. You know, everybody's well-rounded with everything now.
I agree, and you guys are two of the top guys in the sport. I mean, awesome. One of the best stand-up fights I've ever seen, and I look forward to seeing you again. So, get better. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you, Aaron.
Sean and Joe back here with a definitely somber room right now with Team Jeff Joslin. Obviously, what appears to be, you know, we can call it controversial, perhaps, is one of the lamest terms we can use right now as to what happened out there. Jeff, it's the second time you've come to Quebec. Obviously, perhaps, you know, dominated a fight, and yet the judges again give it to your opponent.
You know, I'm happy with my fight. I feel I won the fight. You know, this is a shame that it happened. You know, second time in a row to me in this area. But, you know, that's the things that happen in a fight. And hopefully something's done about it, but, you know, that's the most I can ask.
Definitely a classy Jeff Joslin. We also have Mr. Rick Joslin here, as well as Jeff's coach, Vito. Vito, Ricaccio, what's your take on this?
We all feel that they should not have stopped. He should not have been allowed to stop the fight. I've never seen it. I've been in boxing, mixed martial arts. I've never seen anyone, a fighter, stop the fight and take his own time out and ask for a doctor. You know, there was no obstruction of his eyes. The only time they ever stop a fight is A, if he cannot continue, B, if he's got cuts over his eyes, the blood is falling and obstructing his eyesight, and he's taking more punishment than he can. I've never, ever in my almost 30 years now have seen anything like this.
You want to break from striking, you got to tap out, man. You got to call that a tap out.
Fall down on the knee, take a standing 8 count. There was no standing 8 count taken there. You know, he definitely won that round big. You know,
I originally thought when John actually asked for that, I thought he was quitting. I thought he quit. Now, Rick, you've been in martial arts for like 30, 40 years as well. You've seen anything and everything.
I've refereed kickboxing for almost 25 years, and I've never seen such an insult in all my life. When a man stops a fight himself, he automatically gets a standing 8 count. That's like a knockdown. He got no credit for that whatsoever. He dominated the rest of the round. Finally, the guy was lucky enough to take him down in the end for 5 seconds. Otherwise, he lost everything on that round. There's not a chance that he would ever have lost that round. The kid stopped the fight himself. I thought he was quitting myself.
That's originally what I thought.
And again, it's an automatic standing 8 count. There's no way that you can lose a round like that and do that to a guy.
When the guy wants to stop a fight, and then he gives him 2 minutes to think if he wants to continue, of course he's going to want to continue. At that second, did he want to continue? He didn't want to fight anymore.
He didn't want to fight. Then he was taking a beating at the end.
Now, obviously, with this happening again in Quebec, what are the odds of you coming back to fight here again?
We have to think about it. We have to think about it because we were promised that this would not happen. We would have proper judges that would not do such a thing like this. I don't know what they were looking at. You know, I don't know if they had the same pants on, which I don't think so, but you know, they did not look exactly the same. So I don't know what they were looking at. You know, I don't know.